ఎంతో ఉత్సాహంతో అభిమానంతో సామాజిక న్యాయం సాధించాలన్న ఉత్సుకతో వచ్చిన అందరికి కూడా నా శుభాకాంక్షలు. ఒక పెద్ద అంబేద్కర్ విగ్రహాన్ని ప్రారంభిస్తున్న సందర్భంగా ఈ యొక్క కార్యక్రమం పెట్టుకోవడం ముదావకం. అయితే ఏమిటంటే when we talk about ideals or ideal persons, they should not be equated to statues because they are much larger than this. This is an idea which has to embed in everybody's mind. So what are the ideas that Dr. Ambedkar has stood for? That is something which each one of us will have to really reflect on and then imbibe that, because many of these ideals are personality changing. అంటే ఒక వ్యక్తిత్వాన్ని మార్చగలిగిన సదుద్దేశాలని వారు మన ముందు ఉంచారు కాబట్టి అవన్నీ కూడా మనం ఒకసారి ఆకలింపు చేసుకుంటే ఆ స్టాట్యూకి మనం జస్టిస్ చేసిన వాళ్ళు అవుతాం. కాబట్టి ప్రధానంగా ఈరోజు మనం ఈ రాష్ట్రంలో ఇది చేసుకోవడం చాలా చాలా ఇట్ ఈస్ ఏ వండర్ఫుల్ థింగ్, because I keep seeing states across the country, and I can tell you that probably this is the state which has given highest amount of attention to education, highest amount of education. Not only budget, the best of officers have been given, and then they have done some wonderful work. They have set new examples to the whole country. So in that particular state, to set up Ambedkar statue and then talk about education, I think it's a very well very well placed event. So I'm very happy to be here. So friends, today we are on the verge of a major historical advantage. The major historical advantage is because we are reaping what we call as a demographic dividend. ఇది మనం చాలా చోట్ల అందరూ ప్రతి ఒక్కరు స్పీచ్లో చెప్పేస్తారు డెమోగ్రఫిక్ డివిడెంట్ అని. అసలు అంటే అర్థం ఏంటి? దీన్ని మనం ఏ విధంగా ఆర్ వి బెనిఫిటింగ్ బై ఇట్ ఆర్ హౌ డు వి బెనిఫిట్ ఫర్ ఇట్ బై ఇట్ అనేది ఒకటి మనం తరచు చూసుకోవాల్సిన అవసరం ఉంది. See, మనకేంటంటే పాపులేషన్ ఈజ్ అండర్గోయింగ్ చేంజ్. నవ్ ఐఎమ్ జస్ట్ మూవింగ్, ఐఎమ్ గోయింగ్ టు ఎ లార్జర్ పిక్చర్, ఐ విల్ కమ్ బ్యాక్. ద పాపులేషన్ కాంపోజిషన్ ఆఫ్ ద సొసైటీ ఈజ్ చేంజింగ్, అండ్ దిస్ చేంజ్ విల్ హ్యాపెన్ ఓన్లీ వన్స్ ఇన్ ఎ లైఫ్ టైం. మళ్ళీ మనం చూడం ఏంటది? ద బర్త్ రేట్స్ ఆర్ రిజిస్టరింగ్ ఎ షార్ప్ డిక్లైన్, డెత్ రేట్స్ ఆర్ ఆల్సో గోయింగ్ డౌన్. ఏ సిచ్యుయేషన్ హెస్ కమ్ వెన్ ది వర్కింగ్ పాపులేషన్ అంటే యూత్ are far exceeding the younger sections and the older sections of the population. అంటే ఏంటి? ఎక్కువ మంది పనిచేయగలిగిన వయసులో ఉండి స్తోమత ఉన్న వాళ్ళు ఉన్నప్పుడు ఏమవుతుంది? ఎకానమీ గ్రోస్ మచ్ ఫాస్టర్. బట్ దిస్ విల్ హ్యాపన్ ఓన్లీ వన్స్ ఇన్ ఎ లైఫ్ టైం. 30 సంవత్సరాలు నడుస్తుంది. తర్వాత ఏమవుద్ది? బికాస్ బర్త్ రేట్స్ ఆర్ గోయింగ్ డౌన్, యువర్ ఓల్డర్ ఏజ్ పాపులేషన్ విల్ ఇంక్రీజ్. అప్పుడు ఏమవుతుందంటే యూ విల్ నాట్ గెట్ దట్ అడ్వాంటేజ్. అంటే వాళ్ళకి కావాల్సిన పెన్షన్లు కానీ వాళ్ళు చూసుకోవాల్సింది ఓల్డ్ ఏజ్ కేర్ ఇవన్నీ కూడా మనం వీ హ్యావ్ టు ప్రొవైడ్ ఫర్ ఇట్. సో దేర్ ఫోర్ కంట్రీస్ లైక్ జపాన్ ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ విచ్ హ్యావ్ అండర్గాన్ డెమోగ్రఫిక్ డివిడెంట్ in early 60s, 70s, they have trained their manpower. They have trained their human resources. They have educated them, technically trained, skilled them, brought in the best of technology, and then they stood as the global leaders in production, in technology, and then they have also reached high income status. So appudu vachina benefits edaithe unnayo avi now they have saved, and then that is used for taking care of the elder persons. Okay, so this is the scenario of the demographic dividend. Now the crucial thing here is the working age population, youth evaraithe manam antunnamo, unless they are educated, skilled. So this is where the importance of education skill comes. You will all understand that unless this particular population, which is now in vast majority, unless they are educated and skilled, unless they are hopeful, unless they are productive, then we are in for a big trouble. ఎందుకంటే ఫ్రస్ట్రేటెడ్, అన్ఎంప్లాయిడ్, అన్ఎడ్యుకేటెడ్, అన్స్కిల్డ్ యూత్ ఉన్నారనుకోండి, దానివల్ల ఎవరికి లాభం లేదు. ఫస్ట్ ఆఫ్ ఆల్, వీ వర్ ట్రైంగ్ టు estimate what is the loss that is caused by an unemployed youth in the country, and we try to put some value, and it has come to a whopping $175 billion. అంటే మనం ప్రపంచానికి చెప్పుకోవాలంటే మనం డాలర్లో కన్వర్ట్ చేసి చెప్తున్నాం, బిలియన్స్లో చెప్తున్నాం. బట్ it means a lot of loss. So therefore a proper education and skill and employment becomes almost a fundamental rights of every person in order to live a dignified life. So that is where the importance of education, and therefore I am now coming back to Andhra, that they have invested a lot on education, and they have invested on infrastructure, they have invested in teacher training, they have recruited more teachers, they have brought in digital equipment. So they have done a lot, but I think we need to really take this to the next higher level. This is where I'm coming in, because as Dr. Ambedkar has said, he gave a three word formula to everybody, so everybody knows that. So that is educate, agitate and organize. So this is the 3-word formula. దీని మీద చాలామంది of course ప్రొఫెసర్లు అంతా కూర్చున్నారు, ఇంటలెక్చువల్స్ అంతా, they know the meaning of it. But there are lots of people who do not understand. So they were thinking that education చేసి వాళ్ళు ఏదో ఆర్గనైజ్ చేసి అజిటేషన్ చేయించాలని. That is not what Ambedkar is talking about. So it actually, the words educate, agitate and organize arise from what, why and how. So now these 3 words have got specifics. What is it? That is education. So you know what is it. So learning about things is the first fundamental thing for anybody. Then why? That is the agitate part of it. అలా ఎందుకు ఉండాలి, ఇంకో విధంగా ఎందుకు ఉండకూడదు, why should I not go on this particular street? Why should I drink tea in a separate cup? This is why of it. Questioning, very important part. Unless you question, then the other thing doesn't come. That is how. So I understood what it is. I questioned the existing status, and then I am saying that how it can be done differently. That is where organization. Okay, organization of your thinking. It is not organization మన స్ట్రీట్ మీదకి వచ్చేసి మన ఆర్గనైజేషన్ కాదు అది. It may lead to that. So when he is talking about educate, agitate, organize, learn things, let it agitate your mind, and from that should come an organized thought. Probably that will lead to a big social change. Probably when large number of youth are thinking, questioning, and then telling that no, this is not the way, do it this way, then social change will come, shall come. So that is the formula that he has used. Now I am trying to bring this into our education system. Quality education for all is essential. As I said, that you don't have a quality education, you are going to commit a historical blunder, and then you will repent for ages. So this is the time to do it. You have no time left. You have to do it now. Quality education. Quality education అంటే ఏంటి? Quality education అంటే when we talked about quality education, మొదట్లో they started Operation Blackboard and start చేశారు. అంటే ఏంటి? They thought that education quality means constructing classrooms, constructing toilets, giving some infrastructure, giving benches, chairs. That is not quality education. I am not saying it is not needed. It is needed probably, but it is not quality education. Is quality education about, then they started a big campaign for setting up other infrastructure facilities. Quality education is that is needed, but that is only a facilitator. But quality education is actually active learning. Quality education means active learning. That means in a classroom, a student, a child has to actively participate in the learning process. And he should feel enthused. His mind should get agitated about what he is learning. Agitation means not a negative term. Agitated means it has to really work and then start thinking about it. Once that happens, quality automatically comes. When the child starts thinking, when the child participates in the learning process, when classroom is not just a drab lecture where somebody comes and teaches, somebody comes or doesn't come, అప్పుడప్పుడు వస్తూ ఉంటారు పోతూ ఉంటారు, ఆ విధంగా కాదు అది. సో the teacher, the blackboard, the benches, the classrooms, they are all facilitators. They are only facilitators. The end hero in this entire story is the student. Unless the student and his thinking process, unless that is agitated, that is ignited, we cannot have any quality education. I have seen education in many countries, even countries like UK. Now they are our colonial masters. Do you know that they don't teach anything except language and math? Only 2 subjects. Only 2 subjects are there in the class. You are allowed to, you are given language skills and you are giving math, how to compute numbers. Only 2, nothing else. Use that and then learn, and then keep questioning, keep learning, keep reading. This is the sort of systems which are there for us to look at. I am not saying that is the best system, but I am saying that any system which can call itself to be a quality education system has to activate the student and bring in active learning in the class. So, daniki what are all required in order to support that, I think we must make. And today, so many elders are there. We have professors who have thinkers. You have writers with us. You have vice chancellors and then professors. So, I think it churning has to begin. A thinking has to do as to how do we achieve this goal of a quality education, which is a commitment which we gave to ourselves as a part of SDG 4, special developmental goals, sustainable development goals, which has to be attained by 2030. So, dantlo we actually committed to ourselves and to the whole world that yes, we are going to give quality education to every child in this country. So, this is a goal. We Andhra, if at all there is one state which can achieve it, I think Andhra can achieve it, because you put in your effort, you put your minds, but we should know that your goal is still a little far away. You need to travel a little more distance in order to let this happen. You are on the right track. We are all there to support you, and the country will look with a lot of hope to Andhra for achieving this, and wish you all the very best. Thank you.